On Saturday, May 18, 2013, radio host and political activist Adam Kokesh was arrested for exercising his First Amendment rights. Now let me say that again. Adam was arrested by police for exercising his First Amendment rights. Political activist and radio host Adam Kokesh was arrested in Philadelphia during a Smoketown Prohibition rally, his First Amendment rights, and now he has been charged with assaulting a federal police officer, despite the fact that the video of the incident clearly shows him not resisting arrest. Welcome to the new Nazi America. Please help spread the truth. You can help spread the truth by sharing this video with a friend.
Adam Kokesh, I heard Saturday he'd been arrested at a pro-marijuana legalization rally for not even smoking pot. I saw the video, and now we've confirmed that they're still holding him in a federal prison. See, he walked on federal land. They used at a federal park in Philadelphia. They used that as the quickest way to grab him. And then now he's charged today, reportedly they're going to charge him with resisting. So the cart before the horse. They come up and grab you. You put your hands up. They throw you on the ground. And then you're arrested for them assaulting you. Cart before the horse. How do you get arrested for resisting arrest? What was the reason to arrest you? Most states have laws saying you can't do that. Courts have thrown it out for the feds. They don't care. Activist rally to free Adam Kokesh, calls floods, seeks to secure release of former Marine kidnapped for exercising First Amendment. And we've got his libertarian cohorts, Lucas Jewell and Daryl Young, who were on last night with us, popping in at the bottom of the hour. When they would go to the jail, they would yell at them and tell them, we're not going to tell you even where he is. So that's eyewitnesses that had this happen. They're in Philadelphia right now covering this. And now the reports are coming out on their Facebook. We'll find out when they come on that when you call the federal prison, skip court, skip trials, just go directly to federal prison, NDAA style. They reportedly, they're saying we blew his head off. Now, we haven't confirmed this yet. You're like, man, that's a terroristic threat. That's a felony. Feds don't care. We have Lucas Jewell and Daryl Young joining us about political prisoner Adam Kokesh, who went on to a federal park in Philadelphia and was grabbed and disappeared into a federal prison. And reportedly, they're saying some pretty obscene stuff when you call and ask where he's at. They just can't wait to fully go after everybody, folks, and feel sorry for them. They've taken our restraint as a sign of weakness when it's the opposite. Activist rally to free Adam Kokesh call floods seeks to secure release of former Marine kidnapped for exercising First Amendment. Activists are rallying to secure the release of former Marine and broadcaster Adam Kokesh, who was arrested by police in Philadelphia on Saturday during a speech he gave at a marijuana legalization protest. By the way, he did not have marijuana and did not smoke it. And they came and singled him out on federal property and disappeared him. And his girlfriend, his producers, none of them have heard from them. And do we have him back? We have him back. Ladies and gentlemen, some people are saying, hey, I don't like the fact this guy wants an armed march, so I'm not going to support him. Hey, I don't particularly like the idea. That's why I haven't done it, because I know they'll do stuff like this. But once he's committed to it, people have got to have cameras there as observers to try to not let them set people up. And the Supreme Court did rule in 2008, you can have loaded rifles in D.C., and they've illegally not implemented the Constitution there. That's civil disobedience. It's breaking laws that are unconstitutional. But the point is that I don't want it to get to that, because we're winning the fight in the info war. Plus, the people we're going to be fighting are brainwashed. These are, on average, not bad people. Now, federal jail guards are another thing entirely. That's where they mainly hired people to run Abu Ghraib and other camps, were jail guards that had complaint lists of rape and stuff to run the torture. That came out. So federal jail guards are as bad as it gets. And reportedly, Paul Watson saw this on the Facebook of Kokesh. We haven't confirmed it, that it's actually happening. But people are saying when they call, there's jokes like, yeah, we shot Adam Kokesh in the head, which is a terroristic threat if it's true. But see, they don't care because they've been told you're above the law. Go after the Tea Party. Go after everybody. And remember, the anti-terrorism stuff is pointed at the American people. We're joined by his two producers, Lucas Jewell and Daryl Young, who were on with us yesterday. Gentlemen, you're there. You're welcome to, after you talk, get out and show us some video shots of the federal facility, the phone numbers to call are up on Infowars.com. But, you know, he's another talk show host, but I'm not in competition with him. I am in competition against the tyrants, and I'm pushing liberty, and we all hang together or we hang separate. And I've seen other talk show hosts making slide comments and things, and they're idiots. I expect if I ever get set up like this that you're going to support me. That's how the instinct of winning works. Gentlemen, give us the latest on what's happening to Adam Kokesh right now, who strayed onto Federal Park and got kidnapped.
Well, we're right outside of Federal Detention Center, Philadelphia right now, which is a federal prison. Today, Adam will be appearing in court in about 45 minutes, and we'll find out his bail and everything like that. We haven't been in contact with him. None of his family has been in contact with him. It's been a couple days now, so, you know, we're a little concerned.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly. I mean, he disappeared Saturday. What about the reports, and I haven't called yet, but others have, and I see a lot of it, that they're yelling at people. You told me they were rude. When you went in and tried to find out where he was yesterday, they wouldn't even say where he was. What can you say on that front?
Yeah. Well, we still have no information. We're going in there expecting to find something out because we have no knowledge of what he's being charged with. Said we haven't had any contact from this man, and we're just a little concerned because that's our friend. Forget the business partner, that's our friend in this movement, and we haven't heard anything. A
little concerned. I mean, this we should all be concerned about this. Yeah. You told me they were rude yesterday. What did they say to you?
When did the police
on I believe it was Saturday when we went to the police office to find out where he was. When they said he was picked up by the federal agents, they said, hey, unless we're a lawyer, they can't provide any information to us. That was basically it. And
yeah, that's pure bull. You're obviously his friends on record. And his girlfriend hasn't heard from him. Family hasn't, correct?
Correct. Spoke to his girlfriend early this morning. As soon as I hear something, I would definitely contact her immediately. Nobody has heard anything.
Man, folks, do you realize this is like Russia or Nazi Germany? This is over the top. And by the way, he shouldn't be in a federal facility. Usually a park police, federal, pick you up for being drunk or something. They give you the local police. He's in a federal jail, federal prison, correct?
But Alex, we're the terrorists, so that's why he's in there. You know that.
No. Listen to this article. Denver cops, this is on local news. This isn't me saying this. Denver cops arrest Italian shotgun manufacturer as a terrorist because at the gun show, he loaded the $5,000 to $10,000 Italian shotguns that he hadn't sold in the back of the... imagine, you pull up at a gun show, a rich Italian loads shotguns in the back of the car that he was unable to sell, one of the finest models out there, and they arrested him as a terrorist, and the news reports that like it's normal.
Yeah, just recently we had one of our protesters out here open carrying his firearm, and what they do call, no over-exaggerating, about 30 to 40 officers to come question this guy and bring him to the corner to find out if his gun is legit, and like he's the one out there blowing up buildings, killing babies. Like, it's outrageous. I mean, this police...
No, that's the globalists doing that. I mean, specifically on Adam, my friend, specifically here. So no one has heard from him, and when correct me if I'm wrong, but you said on radio yesterday, you went in to talk to him, and they said, hey, we're not even going to tell you where he's at. So how do we even know he's in the federal jail? Because the police told you?
We're telling people nobody knows. We have yet to confirm it.
Well, no, I believe it's BOP.gov is the Bureau of Prisons. And there is something on there. Some people have sent me the link where it says that he's at FDC Philadelphia, which is right outside where we're at. Yesterday we had a bunch of people out here causing a ruckus, making noise, and we ended up having all these prisoners banging on the windows and everything. So we caused quite a stir inside the prison.
What about all the stuff we're seeing that when people call, they're saying they've killed him?
Well, you know, I wouldn't put it past the government to do that. They've killed a lot of people. But I think it's highly unlikely that they actually did.
Sure. But I mean, what happens? What have you heard when people call? The phone numbers are on Infowars.com. What are you hearing?
Well, whenever I call, I'm actually calling not to disturb anyone, but calling to get serious information. I've been in contact with our lawyer. We have 2 different lawyers, and I'm actually just calling to try to get information. So I don't know what the fans are calling and saying, or...
Well, for those that don't know, well, they're supporters of liberty. Look, here's the issue. Everybody's seen the video, but you were there. But I've gone to all the angles now to make sure that people weren't being selective with it. He's up there giving a speech. They come and arrest him and then throw him on the ground and then disappear him. I mean, this is a kidnapping.
It is.
Yeah, it's a kidnapping, but, society isn't going to judge it as that because they're wearing funny costumes and shiny badges. They have a pseudo society-granted monopoly on the use of force. That's what government is.
Unbelievable. So, gentlemen, points you want to make?
I just want to see my brother, man. I want both of my brothers to be free. Not only Kokesh, but N.A. Poe is a political prisoner right now.
Tell us who N.A. Poe is. So he disappeared into the snatch and grab.
Yeah, he's the other half of the Panic Hour with Steve Miller, just another political activist fighting the tyranny, just being active, educating people, and they want to stop people like that because they can spread the message of liberty, and they want to continue poisoning and brainwashing people, and it's people like that that's waking people at a large number. So if they silence them, they feel like they can silence that large number, but you can't stop what we do. They can't.
Yeah, Alex, I was actually on the radio or internet radio show with some people you work with yesterday, and they told me, you're on the list, right? Like, you're on the government list. If you're not on the list right now as an American citizen, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself for not standing up against this brutal tyranny.
People I work with? Somebody from my office?
Yeah. Someone who claimed they were affiliated with you.
Well, everybody does that. Yeah. I'm going to ask you off air who that was. Let's put this back up on screen here. There it is. That's at the federal prison's website. Adam Kokesh, register number 69371-066. 41-year-old white male.
That's not true.
Yeah. So they say he's 41. How old is Adam?
31.
Let's punch it back up. So the feds can't even, pretty soon it'll be a conspiracy theory to be able to get a number right. And it says release date unknown, Philadelphia FDC, Federal Department of Corrections. And there you go. So he's in there. We're going to come back from break. I want you guys to get your laptop out and maybe give us a walking tour, show us the facility when we come back in 3 minutes for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers, okay? It's what they like to do. Now, there's Skype cut out. We're trying to reconnect right now. And as soon as we get them, we'll get them back on. But the whole point is that if they arrested him for even the marijuana, I'd say, okay, it'll be fought out in court. But, I mean, he's not even smoking marijuana, and he's giving a speech, and they go and grab him, tackle him, and then disappear him. I mean, this is a big deal. At G20, we got footage of them just grabbing peaceful protesters and disappearing them. Now, going back to Adam Kokesh's producers, Lucas Jewell and Daryl Young, with his media operation, there's partners in that, finishing up, get out with the laptop if you can, or finish any points you want to make about this political prisoner, Adam Kokesh, and the other fellow. We have the phone numbers, all the details at Infowars.com. And make any other points you want as you show viewers shots of the federal gulag.
Yeah, Daryl is secure in the vehicle right now. We're right outside of the Federal Detention Center here in Philly. There it is. I'm gonna come up to the door and show you more stuff. Oh man, I almost jaywalked in front of a cop.
Oh my gosh, you're so evil.
What a criminal. Fuck it.
Bleep that. Try not to cuss, man. It's really hard for us to cut that out.
I apologize, Alex. You see here, I don't know if you can see in the camera. So this is where he's being held. Federal Detention Center in Philly. So we walk across here. This is where we were yesterday. We were bullhorning. We were causing quite a stir. We were actually bullhorning these front doors here. Not a lot of traffic coming in and out.
Oh my gosh, but you know, if you were by yourself, they'd come over and say you're not allowed to videotape and threaten to arrest you for terrorism, like Molly Rogers, one of our crew members, a few months ago. And then once you come and confront them, they go, oh, there is no law. We apologize. In fact, we step back from the laptop. Give us all a wide shot of the facility, please, sir.
See what we have here.
Absolutely. So somewhere in there, we believe Adam is being held by the goons who can't even put his name right in the computer.
And then, correct. And here we have a couple guardians of the emperor here. Allegedly, we're not supposed to be standing where I'm standing.
Oh, yeah. Show me the guardians of the emperor.
Here we are. We have a couple police officers here. Obviously afraid of the camera because, you know, good deeds are done in light, Alex. So
Yeah, show us. Yeah, keep it going.
here we are. We got, you know, the bald guy, he's not afraid to get
Yeah. Show us the bald guy. Oh, look, he's got a badge.
Right.
He's God. Hey, that badge only means something if you're lawful. Hey, by the way, stay there. Back in 1 minute. I want to go up and talk to the cops. We'll be right back. So the feds, and the federal government's not even federal, it's occupied by the globalists, came over and told them they couldn't be filming in front of the God Center, the house of our owners, the federal foreign banker minions. Adam Kokesh was arrested for a speech he gave, a peaceful speech in Philadelphia, and now his producers are out there. They have a laptop with live video feed Skype, and they won't say why he's been arrested. He's disappeared. The full details are at Infowars.com. Let's go live to that video feed right now before their laptop dies. It's almost out of batteries. Here we go.
Call us back. We'll go with this as long as it's fun. We're live here right in front of the FTC Philly. It's me and Daryl. And we have these two gentlemen. Actually, now it's three. The bald-headed guy came back. We have these three gentlemen who are here in silly costumes to prevent us from freely moving our bodies.
Oh, so what are the guys in costumes doing? Maybe you do what they said. They're wearing Star Trek costumes. I'm sorry. Hey, try to tip the camera down. Give us a full shot. There we go. What are they doing? Blocking you? What's he doing?
Well, Alex, I had
It's a waste of taxpayers' money. You know the rest.
I have some military experience in the use of force continuum. The first step in the use of force continuum is presence. So I believe they're establishing a presence to try to intimidate activists from coming out here and causing a ruckus like we did yesterday.
Here, show us the bald-headed guy. Pan these guys. I hope his Skype hasn't cut out. Well, good job, guys. So, I mean, they've disappeared and drug Kokesh off into a spider hole. They're in there working for the globalists. This is the government that publicly ships in almost all the narcotics, runs the opium fields in Afghanistan, and they've got like some kind of gate, it looks like, out there trying to block you guys from standing in front of the spider hole and put in there. And they can't even get that he's 31. They have that he's 41. He's white, but at least they got that right. Maybe they'll say he's black next. And, you know, it's unknown why you guys in the federal government are so evil. That's what's unknown. It's unbelievable. I tell you, you know, Adam Kokesh, he's like the good Lenin. He kind of looks like Lenin or something. I'm sorry. It's like Lenin was reborn and reincarnated as Adam Kokesh, but now he's an anarchist instead of a communist. All right, I'm going to stop. The whole point is that Adam does look a little sinister. I think that's what makes the cops even more angry, because they always try to look like that too. And but we're going to be covering all of this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big sweet teddy bear, and that's what I could grow a goatee though. Maybe shave my head. Everybody like that? All right, man. We're going to go to break. We lost those guys. This is only going to intensify the awakening in this country and just continue moving forward, because there are a bunch of people that are scared following their unconstitutional orders. And that's why they're scared of his armed march on Washington, peaceful, to demonstrate the Second Amendment. They're scared of the idea that even if they provoke a terror, that's going to come out. And they understand that they're trying to dominate us right now and break our will and set the precedent that we have no basic liberty. And it's all coming out that we do have a tyranny. And so people are now having that choice. Like, okay, we're in a tyranny. Now what do we do about it?
Is it time? Have you reached the point yet? Have you gotten to the point where you will say, I'm just not going to bend over for government anymore? A lot of us passed that a long time ago, but I think it's time we stand up in critical mass and say, no, we're not just going to cower before your tyranny, Washington.
Well, there's new outrage after a former Marine is arrested and involuntarily detained in a psychiatric ward for posting some anti-government messages on Facebook. Several civil rights groups in Virginia are now saying that the police violated the First Amendment rights of this 26-year-old veteran.
Supporters fear Facebook Marine being disappeared. This is my story out of Infowars.com. Supporters of Brendan Raub, the man kidnapped by police and committed to a mental institution for his political...
And pot users, beware, the federal government may seek to confiscate your guns.
You heard 2 days ago there was a federal ruling saying that the ATF can start doing asset forfeiture seizure. And that means if they pull you over in your car and you've got your deer hunting rifle and they find a marijuana seed that they plant or that, you know, somebody left in there, you are going to lose your car, your firearm. If one marijuana seed is found in your house, they're going to take your house. And it is unbelievable. Guns of pot users to be confiscated.
Top story, headline, guns of pot users to be confiscated. Oh, yes, it's come to that. The Obama administration, through the Justice Department, has given the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives the authority to seize and administratively forfeit property involved in controlled substance abuses.
Your fucking job is, you scumbag! No victim! No crime! No victim! No crime!